Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Mega Code here. Today's going to be fantasy football pickups for week 7. Quarterbacks, I'm targeting Brian Hoyer if he's still on your waiver wire. Another one that you could really look at is Case Keenum because he gets some easy matchups against the Saints and the Panthers defense coming up that have not looked very good so far and have given up a lot of points. You can also look into possibly Kaepernick if you're really struggling and think that he has something to give still. I'm not really sold on San Francisco though. And if in one of your leagues somebody dropped somebody, like I was looking at in one of my leagues, Fitzpatrick's already been dropped. If you're in a real deep league, 12-man, 2 QB league, you might consider actually picking him up because from what the news is today, he's not going to lose his starting job, so he's worth a stash. At wide receiver, I was looking at my leagues today, and Sammy Coates is available just because he had one bad week. So if somebody panics and cuts him, I would pick him back up even with Big Ben out because his targets are up there. Another pickup that I had was Eddie Royal. Eddie Royal, especially in a PPR league, is getting me a lot of points each week, above 10. Another look at, I would say, in the future is Corey Coleman. Just looking at my list here, Corey Coleman's coming back for Cleveland either this week or possibly, I believe they have a bye the next week, the following week, so he's worth a stash. Chris Hogan from the Patriots is also worth stashing with Brady back. Anybody on New England, just there's going to be a lot of targets going to Gronk, so you have to remember that. Another look at, being that my Lions played the Rams this week, is Kenny Britt. I looked at his stats, especially in PPR, and he's had 1 week underneath 10 points. So if you're really need of a receiver and a guy that has the big play potential, Kenny Britt. Switching to running backs, I would say Dion Lewis, if he's still there, he's going to come back for the Patriots, so I would pick him up and stash him, especially if you have an IR spot. Chris Ivory's another one that you could really look at, and I'm going to kill the name on this, but Jay Ajayi, I believe, from the Dolphins, he had a huge week. If you're in trouble in the running back position, pick him up. And then I switch over to my tight ends. Ladarius Green is supposed to be coming back off the PUP list for Pittsburgh. I would pick him up and stash him if he's not playing this week. Zach Miller from the Bears. He's been slower under 40 yards, but if you have that PPR, pick him up. And if Henry from the Chargers is still there in some of your leagues, I don't know how he would still be, but I'd pick him up. And Martellus Bennett I still like, and I would still pick him up considering if you need help at the tight end position. Thank you, and see you soon.